Hi everyone, welcome to Moms Who Code video guide session. In this video, we're going to look at GitHub Action, which is responsible for building our code, running tests whenever we push our code or create a pull request. So get inside your assigned repository, go to Action. Here we want to select .NET Action. It shows up in the suggested list for me. If it is not showing up for you, you can scroll a bit down and then expand this continuous integration workflows, which will give you more options. And then you can control F to search for the actual .NET task. So now let me select this workflow. This is going to give you a predefined template. Let's try to understand on a high level. This is the name of the template. And if you see, this is going to the path of GitHub Workflows, and this is the YAML file. This on section defines the triggers that is responsible to perform the defined steps inside this YAML file. So here it says whenever there is a push event for the branches that's listed here, right now it's main, I will start the workflow. Next is pull request. So whenever there is a pull request created against this branch that is main, the workflow will again be triggered. So from this section is the definition of the steps that is required or part of the workflow whenever it is triggered. Here it says runs on. This is the configuration of the machine which will be used to perform the workflow. And these are the set of steps that is defined in this workflow. The first step is to check out the branch and then to set up the .NET version. In our case, we are using the latest version. So that's going to be 600. If you don't know what's the latest version, you can always browse and then get the latest number. Another important step that we want to do is to ensure any version that is not generally available, which is tagged for pre-release or preview, we still want to go use it. So for that, you can search in the bar here. Otherwise, for me, it's again here, setup .NET Core SDK. Here, there's a particular configuration which says include pre-release. Let's copy that. And this one takes a, let's see what it says. This value cannot be null. Yeah. And we're going to say it's true. So what we are instructing the workflow to do is set up a .NET version that's mentioned here. If this version is categorized as a preview version, based on the configuration here, go ahead and perform. Use that particular .NET version. Okay. Next step is to restore all your dependencies, any library that you are being used in the project. The next one is build. Usually in Visual Studio, we right click the solution and build, right? So that's the command here. The next one is to run all the tests. Right now, we don't have any test in our project. We will eventually be adding. What we are instructing is whenever there is a code being pushed, just run all the tests against the code to ensure the existing functionality are intact. So that's the understanding of this YAML file. It all looks good for our need. So let's go create a pull request. Here you want to specify as infra, setup, build, git action, and always, create a pull request from a user branch or do not merge it to main. So again, the format of the user branch is users / your name, and then a meaningful name for the work that is associated in this branch. So I'm going to give infra build and then click on the proposed new file. It's again going to land you in the pull request screen. So this is your title and this is your overview. If everything looks good, you can go ahead and create a pull request. Let's wait and see what it does. Yeah, automatically the build is getting triggered. On what action? The pull request action. This is happening. So Once the pull request is all green, then it will say you're all, good to go. The pending one is someone needs to review it. That's all. Now the check is also passed. In summary, what we have seen is we looked at a GitHub action that is responsible for building our solution, but running the test on a certain trigger, which is defined here to be on push event to main and on a pull request event to main branch. Once that is done, it automatically triggered the event when a pull request was created. And this is how you configure GitHub Action using the GitHub portal. After a few instances, we will eventually see how we can have C# code that can generate this YAML file. We'll get there in a couple of instances. So thank you for watching.